Hello, welcome to another one of my videos. This is a handheld quick video just to show you what I'm doing here. I made another video yesterday rather clumsily in the garden, and these are the results of them. They are now dry, and I used a nail clipper. I literally used a nail clipper to cut off the dry ends nice and close to the beads. So those ones are done. Then I prepared another scenario here of different thicknesses. So first of all, these are my jumbo needles, and they will be getting, they'll be getting jumbo beads. I went back to the haberdashery and I bought smaller beads for the smaller sizes, because remember, the size of the stitch determines the size of the bead. But I also needed to find beads that had a hole that was big enough for the cable to fit through. So far all of these are successful, and this one here are the ones that are just simply too thick. So I'll need to go back to the haberdashery and get a slightly larger hold needle. I'm using empty vitamin containers to hold the needles in place, and I'm basically making like a flower decoration. As each one is done, I'm putting it in here to dry. So I pick up the needle with the cable, and what I'm doing first is I'm testing to make sure the hole's the right size. If it is, I put it in there, because now this is like major manufacturing of my needles. Then I take a little bit out. I put the bead on, and I move the bead far away up enough that I can get the other end a little bit in, and then I move the bead backwards and forwards. So that way I'm making sure that I have my glue on each side. And as you can see, look at that, isn't that cute? Sorry about the focus. You can see it's sticking out a little bit. And once it's completely dry, so those actually weren't yesterday, I think they were 2 or 3 days ago. Once it's completely dry, you just nip off the end. And as I said, I used nail clippers because I wanted to get really close to the bead, and they would give a smooth and clean cut to the end. And yes, I made sure that I bought enough. They were 50 pence, UK pence, 10 rand, a little bit more than $1 for a packet of those, and I bought a couple of packets. This container I got from the shop as well, so just to store my beads in. And these are the ones from the same shop that I was using the other day, and they have a big hole, so they're probably going to be successful for those ones. My mother's absolutely horrified that I cut up all my needles. I did leave just a few, so should I ever want to do something that really needs a very, very long, but I know my personality, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to be knitting a huge blanket like that. Then the needles, and so these are my beloved needles, and as you can see, they are all less than 24 centimeters. These are my absolute beloved needles. I have some that are slightly longer, so what I've done, I've cut a very different lengths depending on the cable. The cable really determined how long I cut them. Some are 25. I used my flexi. So because I want the whole thing to be 25, I made 26, so that by the time I'm finished cutting off the end of the bead, and the bead takes up about, between a centimeter. So yeah, there we go. I've got all these to go. And I even have these tiny ones, which I purchased in 2006 and have used probably 3 times. I found the angle was far too sharp. They are literally for knitting in the round. The angle was far too sharp, and it just kept pulling, because when I knit, I actually twitch. I have a twitch to my hand. Now I've cut them and they're going to be lovely for my pocket. At the moment I'm knitting leg warmers, and perfect size. I love knitting bonnets, leg warmers, baby clothes, preemie clothes, angel clothes. So because of my personality and what I knit, I do not need very, very long needles. So there, this is a savage video taken on the fly. And yeah, when they're dry, and also look at the kind of fun it is to store. You can literally put them on your tablecloth, I mean on your table now, or on your side table, or wherever it is you knit. And if you have one of these guys handy, I love these. I saw them in the shop and they're straight. So very, very easy to carry around. And also what I like to knit with is I like to knit with needles that are 2 different sizes. I love that. So this now really opens up that possibility. Oops, this one slipped in there. It needs to be done. There we go.